Good morning, everybody. Computer Science 1, and happy week 3 to everyone. Just wanted to start out and say that you guys are all doing a fantastic job. I know I put it on the weekly comment here on the Google Classroom, but truly, you guys are doing a great job. I'm going through all the projects from Project 1, and they look awesome. Keep up the good work, staying on top of everything. I really, truly hope everybody's all right, and I miss you folks, so that's why I got a little face cam going on today. And it's just going to walk through really quickly in this video what you're doing this week. We are starting Unit 2, and so let me go ahead and click in here. Unit 2, you're going to be learning about using objects. Objects are just basically a more complicated type of variable is what you can think of them as. And you operate with them a little bit differently. And that's what you're going to be learning about in this unit. I am splitting this unit into 3 weeks, and so down below here you'll see the sections from Unit 2 that I'm assigning for this week, and then there will be more sections from Unit 2 next week, and then there will be more sections from Unit 2 the week after that. And so just kind of going through these things step by step, taking our time. That being said, I want to just briefly talk about how you can be successful. Some recommendations. First of all, be present. Being present involves, putting your device away, closing any social media. Some people like to listen to music when they're focusing. The research says that music without lyrics is a little bit easier to focus to and be present to. So if you're one of those people that likes to listen to music, maybe you find some instrumental music. I know I go on YouTube and I search for the lo-fi hip-hop, the Chilled Cow Station, not a sponsor, but that's what I like to listen to when I'm working. And then second, have something to take notes on, to write stuff down on, whether it's a blank sheet of paper or a notebook if you have one of those at home, or even just a Word document, well, maybe Microsoft OneNote, maybe Notepad, something that you can take notes in, whether it's physically or digitally, so you don't have to keep flipping back and forth between tabs. With all that being said, being present and all that stuff, this week you're learning about using objects. There's 4 sections here that I've assigned. I actually put links in this week to hopefully help you folks. So you'll notice that for section 2.1, objects, instances of classes, I've linked it directly here for you, so you can go through 2.1 and finish the 2.1 section, and then you can click the next link, 2.2. Just remember, you want to make sure that you're submitting. If there's a coding exercise or something like that, you click the submit and continue button when you're finished with one of those exercises, so it gives you credit. And I think I've talked about this before, but if you missed it, I usually like to have this assignment window open here when I'm working on these. Then I can write my code. Now, this week is a little bit different. You'll notice on the left side there's actually 2 files now. And one of the file is, you'll learn about this in the lesson, it's called the class file. It contains all the behavior of these objects, these complicated variables that you're learning about. And then the other file is the one where you're going to be writing code, and it should be pretty obvious which one you're adding code to. For example, in this case, it says this program makes use of the rectangle class, and it contains 2 files. The rectangle class is the one called rectangle.java, and the other one's called rectangletester.java. And here it tells me you should add code to rectangletester.java. Usually the correct file will be already selected for you, but in case it's not, you can switch which file you're working with over here on the left side. So it is a little bit different, a little extra layer of complexity. So you're going through 2.1, objects, instances of classes, 2.2, creating and storing objects, 2.3, overloading methods, and then 2.4, calling a void method. If you can knock out one of those sections a week, you should be done by, let me start again there. If you knock out one of those sections a day, 2.1 maybe Monday, 2.2 Tuesday, 2.3 Thursday, 2.4, so on and so forth, you should be done by Friday with the week's work. I mean, you could do them all in one day too if you have a chunk of time. So I'll be posting this video. I'll just put the link right in here. I will have a live meeting on Wednesday, and you can submit any questions that you have, stuff you've been working on, things that you have questions on. You can put in the chat during that Zoom meeting if you have questions. Another thing you can do is shoot me an email. Those of you that have been asking questions via email have been doing a fantastic job of taking screenshots and putting those in there. I'm not sure how you do that on a Mac, but I know on a Windows PC, at least the new Windows operating system, you can hit Windows key Shift S and it pulls up a snipping tool. Often you can just hit the Windows key and type in snipping tool and that pops up. But it looks like most of you are doing a nice job putting in screenshots and trying to do my best and respond to your emails. And then lastly, if that's too tricky or you want me to look at your code and do some problems with you and go through the problem solving process, you can also schedule a time with me using this doodle link here. And I've got some times on Tuesday and Thursday where basically I'll set up a Google Hangouts meet for any one of these appointment times, and you can share your screen and we can work through some problems together. And some of you have also been utilizing that and doing a great job there. On the right side, I did put in some extra videos to try to help, supplemental materials, stuff like that, give you a little extra assistance, and some enrichment there with Code Combat if you'd like to do some of that or keep working on processing or write your own program as well. Keep up the good work. You guys are doing great, and I will see you soon. Adios.